Hey everybody, welcome to live donation-based tarot readings on Northern Comfort Tarot. My name is Danny, this is my channel, and to my right, your left is my beautiful twin flame. We're in union.
What up, everybody? Empress of Duality here. For those of you that might not know, my name is Brooke. Hello.
And we usually go live on Friday nights, but today we thought we'd pop in and see if you guys need some love and just hang out with you guys and enjoy some high vibe, love vibe from the Love Vibe tribe.
Hello, my beautiful sisters. Lay down, Ella.
Aaron and Michelle and Elizabeth, hello. You guys are first in. Good to see you guys. If you are looking to get on the list, and I know maybe I should just wait until there's a bunch of people here too.
Sure, if you want to.
We're gonna do channeled messages and stuff as well to
Lay
open
down.
up. But what a pleasant surprise! Yes, Elizabeth.
Girl. We had a dog under the table, so.
Yeah, we had a dog and a cat in the room. Like as soon as I pressed stream, so I guess they're here to stay. Hey, Selma, how's it going?
Oh, look at that. That worked out perfectly then. And hello again, Selma. It's good to see you, my love.
To get on the list, you can send either 20, 40, or a donation that you feel you can give. And what we're going to do is energy match that donation.
Reciprocate.
Yeah, there you go. You can click on the link in the chat and we'll get to it. But I know Brooke just went live on her channel, and we were kind of thinking about going live on her channel, and then at last minute we thought we'd throw in a twist for all you guys that were watching the Aquarius reading. Twist. We did get something to eat and stuff, and we're all good to go. So welcome, you guys. Make yourselves at home. For all that you that are new, subscribe to the channel if you're interested. If you find value in the programming that we provide, and definitely subscribe to Empress of Duality's channel, and hit the notification bell just to make sure that you're in the know when we put out new shit and when we do go live. That's it. I would love to read the chat, but it's so far away. It's so far away. Like my eyes are not that tiny or precise anymore, I guess. I got astigmatism, y'all. We're going to start off with a collective reading. Brooke likes to tap into the chat energy, the energy in the chat. So get ready for that. And yeah.
From one of my friends in Wilson.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. That's beautiful. Let me see here. I'm going to bust in.
Oh, Aaron, it was a good one. You already know all this shit, though.
I'm going to bust into the collective and warm these cards up. And Brooke's going to get this out in the Love Vibe chart, or you want me to do that?
I can do it. I was just responding to what he sent.
Okay. Yeah, so it was a beautiful day today. Easy going. Finally, a little breathing room before the blue moon on October 31st. Not sure what the blue moon is in. What's it in? Last moon was what?
Oh, don't give me a line. I gotta do research to know that stuff.
Oh, I think it's like Taurus. I think blue moon in Taurus.
Okay, Facebook. Come on, phone.
I could be wrong. Maybe someone in the chat knows. Let's see.
Where's David? David always knows. He might be asleep though.
And David's sleeping. He goes, oh, a 2 for 1. And then he bounced. A 2 for?
Yeah, I tried using my new cards on the Aquarius reading. By the way, if you are a twin flame and you are a divine feminine, those messages are all up in there for you. Divine masculine had a lot to say to you guys. So, just throwing that out there. But I tried to use my new cards for the Aquarius reading. It was pretty good, but it was kind of difficult.
Welcome to Scorpio season, by the way, y'all. Scorpio season is a season where if you thought you were tested and you thought you were safe, it's time to grow and let the old fall away. Brooke can even speak volumes on what Scorpio season.
I'm so excited about Scorpio season. Oh my god! It's so exciting. It's so exciting. I'm a Scorpio. So yeah.
I'm just gonna shut the TV off for just a second. So it's all yours, number 2.
All mine. It's like I'm still getting in the energy, y'all. I was distracted. I had to respond to a friend and then I had to post it on Facebook, so y'all just like give me a minute to get here.
Oh, here we go.
Opening a safe and sacred container for messages of the highest good only to come through. Messages of love, healing, and the utmost clarity for our viewers, for anyone that would like to purchase a reading. Disinviting and denouncing any inorganic frequencies from this sovereign space. We command you to leave. You cannot be here. Commanding and disinviting all lower vibrational energies or entities from this space. Inviting in our higher selves, our inner childs, guides, and any other energy or entity of unconditional love and light that would like to serve us in this space. Thank you for being here with us. Moving out of the head and into the heart space, commanding the ego to step aside and allow our higher selves to guide. Okay.
Yeah.
My birthday is November 18th.
Right.
That's my birthday.
So I gotta get on some kind of birthday gift. That's what my job is. Because that's coming up quick. Pillar of Light.
How are we doing, Elizabeth? We're doing pretty good. Since the new moon and since the time jumps, time shifts, like everything's been a whole lot lighter now. There has been a few moments of like, you know how the triggers be. You know what I'm saying? There has been a few moments of that, but like our ability to jump back into love and jump out of the I'm right, you're wrong, and victim mentality and lack mentality and the blame game and all of that, and really taking responsibility for the energy that we threw at each other, the things that we said, it's a lot easier to lean back into neutrality now when things get thrown into a polarity, But yeah.
For real. I know it's quite the journey to get to this place, and we're really looking forward to
being redirected in my life. Yeah, I think all of us are, to be honest, on some level. There's this redirect, this timeline shift, this killing of the old, awakening of the truth, remembering who you are.
For real. So Tuesdays are quiet evening Tuesdays. Just coming to spend some time with you, make happy little trees.
Aaron said, do what every divine feminine does for the masculine's birthday, Danny. Lay naked on the bed and say, here's your gift.
See, tie a red ribbon around the old oak tree.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, basically.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Elizabeth. Yeah, it's been a pretty wild year. That's for freaking sure. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, there was a bit of retrospection in. I think. Well, yesterday we spent quite a bit just looking back, and then we went into a mentorship session, and there was more retrospection on the things that we worked through, and
yeah, I'm telling y'all,
can you fit 10 years into 1 year? Can you guys do that? Because that's the way it felt.
Our mentorship, you guys, it's fucking powerful. Like, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I'm telling you, the wisdom, the transformation, the ability to move through blocks, learning to use tools, how to harness tools, learning to balance the feminine masculine energy, learning to take responsibility for our experience. There is so much expansion and growth that I see in the people that are a part of the mentorship with us.
For real.
Like when they came in and how their energy is now and how their energy was when they came in, it's just, it blows our minds sometimes and humbles us. And
watching them navigate through the waters, right, back to neutrality, and sometimes messing up, and you're like, oh shit, or even diving into their darkest fears and having them sit in front of them and really getting to take a look at that. That's like, it's so humbling, and it blesses us so much with like how much these souls have like really strived towards change and really were vigilant in facing those fears. And I mean, some of those fears are tough, man. Some of those fears were like a bullet to bite on, like that AC/DC song. Just give me a bullet to bite on. Well, man, biting the bullet sometimes and really being in that energy to heal those wounds from even past lives. That's a whole lot of wild energy to be in. But we're definitely when we overcome and conquer.
Sorry, Stinky.
These what in the moment feel like huge feats. You know what I mean? Like major battles. When we conquer those battles and we gain that stillness after the battle, where there's just this peace, after so much aggression has come up or what have you, that peace settles in. You're just like, man, I can't believe I'm still alive, but I'm good. I'm good. I feel amazing. And the what energy you're instilled with, of like, man, if I can conquer that, I can conquer the world, dude. It's just huge. The feeling of accomplishment after that, So you want to go first, or I've got like a really different message coming out here. And
Can you fix this thing? Like, it's all crooked and shit.
Is it?
Look at the cards. They look like they're sideways.
Yeah, because if I straighten it out, then it's going to show from here over. Remember? It's on an angle.
Okay.
That's how it is. So, to start off, I've got at the bottom of the deck of Rebecca Campbell's Work Your Light Oracle, I've got Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. You are that channel, right? Is what it's saying. You are that channel for spirit, and in everything you think, say, do during the day, those actions, those mirroring images that you don't even realize you're doing, that you're doing for others, that really is our purpose and mission here, is to be there. With the Great Gathering, it's all coming together. Intuitive hits Soul Tribe. So as we interact with Soul Tribe, with people that we meet on our channels and in the Love Vibe Tribe on Facebook, and we interact with them, that's where the bigger lessons come into play. As we interact and we play with each other's energy, and as we video chat or video conference or just message each other and really allow ourselves to be vulnerable in that moment, releasing these insecurities or these hurts that you've gone through, and sharing these moments together through testimony, even like saying, hey, you mind, would you be interested in listening to my twin flame journey story, or what have you, or even sharing that in the group, doing a video and posting it in the group. It really brings us together. It really allows us to be open, because I mean, when you're on the twin flame journey and you go and you talk to your mother And she's like, "Wow, you're crazy. This guy's fucking playing you. You need to fucking calm the fuck down and maybe go see your therapist or something." It really puts us in a disassociation,
I feel very misunderstood.
I won't be I'm not accepted because I'm on this journey, and that's really where we tend to. I thought I saw. Maybe I didn't. I thought I saw twin flame divine fire there, but it really sets us. By finding community, we set out in search of finding community in those that vibrate at the same level, or those that will guide us to higher levels of consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
And by doing that, it really, by gaining these different perspectives through this mirror, sometimes you get triggered. Sometimes in all times, in all aspects, you get to see a true reflection of self, whether it be perceived as good or bad, or whether the experience is amazing or really, fucking stirs emotion within you, right? There's so much to be grateful for with the Sun card here. There's so much to learn from others. And sometimes it's just allowing others to either give through stating their stories, or you giving to them in revealing their stories, and being a part of the whole in an aspect of we are one. This is unity consciousness. We come together to hold space and heal each other, and really the end result is the 10 of Cups energy, where I'm feeling heard, I'm feeling welcomed. I feel like I'm home. I feel like this is my place, and these are my tribe members, and celebrate that even.
Mm-hmm. It makes the journey so much easier.
But it also opens you up to loving on yourself, and really that's how you get here. That's how you get here in the Love Vibe Tribe, is really you start to love on yourself, and you see that love that you emanate outward from your heart space is calling in your tribe, right? Some show up a little broken and not really seeing that love from within, and sometimes too those come in that way, and they're lifted up and they're seeing, I have someone to love, and that's me, and I never knew it before. And maybe through the reflection of what's going on, or in the chatter, that like people love me and I'm worthy to be loved. And I see that, and it really builds that inner strength up to the point where I do have a voice. And even when I share the voice, or if I go within and listen to my inner voice, I am being guided divinely to the manifestations in my life that I wish to see, right? Tribe comes in, and then with tribe and your love is overflowing, your divine counterpart comes in, and it just starts this beautiful snowball effect. We got 2 High Priestess at the end, and with a warning card, the 7 of Swords in reverse. Man, I'm not even going to get another card for the 7 of Swords in reverse. 2 of Cups.
I got something to say about that.
Yeah, and it kind of leads into Brooke's Aquarius reading that she just did. I'm going to let you finish her off. How's that?
Yeah, so the 2 of Cups in reverse is what came out. And here's the thing, you guys. My whole life, my whole experience of life and experience of relationships, experience of friendships, it all changed when I started to meet like-minded people. When I started to meet people that were on the same journey that I was on. Like everything just, I don't know, everything was just, I felt like I was alive again. Instead of like barely living, I felt like I was alive again, and I felt seen, and I felt heard, and I felt understood. But like with the 2 of Cups in reverse coming out there's something very important that Spirit wants you to know. And that is, if you're on this twin flame journey and it feels like a burden to you, something's out of alignment. there's a distortion. There's a story that the ego's telling that is a lie, because the twin flame journey is so sacred, you guys. It's so sacred. There's nothing in this entire universe like the experience of the twin flame journey. And it is for the elite. It is for the awakened. It is for the evolution of your individual consciousness and the consciousness of this planet. It's so much bigger than just having a relationship. It's so much more. It takes everything that is love, and you get to experience that, instead of, a lot of us grow up with this inverted sense of love and distorted sense of love and what relationship and friendship is, and that we have to work our lives away, and that we have to go to college to be valuable, and we have to get a lot of likes on Instagram or Facebook, or you know what I mean? And the twin flame journey, it's a blessing, you guys. It's a fucking blessing. And if you feel like it's anything less than that, just know that that is the ego. It's not true. That's not coming from your heart space, and that's where you need to heal. So really looking at your own perception of what is a twin flame? What does a twin flame represent to me? What is the twin flame journey? Why was the twin flame journey created? And why is it so powerful? Why does it draw me in? Why does it light my heart up? Why are all these people talking about it? Really start to ask the questions that matter, you guys. Instead of asking, when is my twin gonna come back? Or what do I have to do to get into union? Or just, how do I accept and embrace love today? That's it. How can I be more present in my life? How can I be more present with my own ideas and perceptions? How can I be more present with my emotions and my inner child? How can I be more present and affectionate with the people that are around me?
So the twin flame journey, it's for the elite, guaranteed, exactly what Brooke said, and it's not for the faint of heart. So if you resonate with being on the journey, we are you in this moment right now, and say, we are here, and all this tribe is here to, be there for you in your low moments and praise you in your high moments and be a part of your life. Now, what really the twin flame dynamic speaks to is how romance is dead. Romance as we know it is dead and dying. It's romance of today, or romantic relationships, right? We go into it with this chemical fiend for love, and we lust after the flesh of this person that's so beautiful in our eyes, and we start to create stories within our mind, and these stories, build a fantasy, and it's just a beautiful place to live, and really we can get caught up in the similar kind of energy when we're coming into union with our divine counterpart, and we're like, wow, this is like a relationship I have never known before.
Yet we're expecting it to be relevant to the relationships that we've had. We're judging something that our mind could never begin to interpret based off of past experiences and our idea of relationship.
How things are supposed to play out, what red flags or no-goes, what, the progression of things, and he needs to fulfill this within me, and thank you. He needs to fulfill this within me, and he needs to do that in order to validate my feelings, and where does that get people in romantic relationships? Where has that gotten you before? 50% divorce rates, ego and lust-centered, chemical-driven unions that end up in Desiree, right? Destruction. And then we're left with this feeling of like, things just got too complicated. And we just
break down. It's so hard.
We just couldn't.
It's so hard to find love.
We just couldn't do it. We didn't stand the test of time. And then really the 3D worries and concerns come in of like, we don't have enough money for this or that. And like, we need to do this and that. And what?
I'm pretty sure the dog just like farted.
Oh, great. I want to light some sage. You know, and these things start dividing us in our relationships. And when really, you know, in this divine relationship that we're in right now, those are the things that bound us together, you know, and solidified and built the foundation for us to continue. And the struggles that I wouldn't necessarily, we're pretty struggly. Pretty struggly over this past year, but these struggles really, you know, pulled and tore away at our skin and ripped away the way we perceived, you know, a relationship to be. And what was left over was the true, divine, unconditional, loving relationship that we sought. And it took a whole lot of blood, sweat, and tears on the bathroom floor. And it took like so much pain when we, you know, really were shedding these things from our beings. These ideas of how relationships were supposed to be.
Yeah, and if you go around this 3D matrix looking for your definition of love,
a validation of, you know, like, he's doing this. Is this the way it's supposed to be? Like,
so if you walk around this 3D matrix with the filter over your line of sight, over your consciousness, of your perceived definition of love, you're never going to see your twin. You're never going to see unconditional love. You're never going to see, like, the depths of it until you let go of the whole entire identity that you have to love and to relationships. There's one story that I feel like a lot of people tell at some point in their life. I feel like almost everyone tells this story, that, like, it's hard to find love. Like, that it's difficult to find someone to spend your life with. And like, that's not true. It's just you're going out into the 3D looking for love, but your definition, your vibration of love is not love. It's distorted. So why a lot of people think that it's difficult to find love is because they don't really know what they're looking for. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, I don't even know where to go with that. I mean, it's pretty, like, straightforward, you know? So it all comes back to, again, you have to keep surrendering all your beliefs about love and relationships and just, Spirit, why don't, you know what, today, I'm just going to pretend like I don't even know what fucking love is. Can you show me? Again, Spirit's breaking a very clear point tonight. Ask the right questions, you guys. Ask the right questions. You know, Spirit, I think that I know what love is. I think that I know what I want. But just for today, I'd like to surrender what I think that I want and ask you to show me, what does my heart's truly desire? What is my soul really calling me to do? Can you put someone or an experience, an opportunity in front of me that really reflects back my own truth, my soul's truth, my mission, my purpose, you know, and just really asking the right questions is a good place to start.
Amen. And that is your collective reading, channel message. And more message in channel reading.
Also, thank you, Cynthia. You made me feel so pretty.
Yeah.
And hello, David. What's up, love?
Her hair does look
like she just
amazing.
Invisible fall. David the dog farted, okay? It was like right up in my nostrils.
She doesn't have the option of doing that when that happens. You lit Sage though? Cool. That's good. Christina G is on the list, and then the list is open. So if you are thinking of jumping on the list, you can do that.
And you know, there's also something I would like to invite into this space with you guys. You know, I feel like there are questions that you guys have that maybe you don't give too much attention to, or there are ideas that you have that you don't give too much focus and energy to. There are emotions, like just even questions about the twin flame journey, questions about like just everything, you know, that keep going unanswered. And like this is a safe space for you to ask those questions and to receive an answer that is from love. You know what I mean? Danny and I, we do a lot of fucking work so that we can show up in a place of purity, in a place of complete detachment and separation from distortions of the twin flame journey, distortions of the matrix, distortions of being human. Like that's why we do a lot of the work that we do, so that we can show up here and y'all can have a safe space to, you know, let people know what's going on, to ask questions and to get answers from spirit, from a place of truth, from a place of unity consciousness, from a place of balance. And I'll tell you something, if I don't know the answer, I'm going to tell you, this is what I have right now. I feel like I might have a little bit of a distortion when it comes to this, but I'll share with you where I'm at when it comes to this certain information or question. Like, that's one thing that we can promise you guys, is it's going to be the truth when it comes from us. And, you know, I just wanted to invite you guys to seize that opportunity that's before you. We are twin flames in union and so much more. And just to seize the opportunities that are in front of you. You never know, you guys. You never know what Spirit has just waiting for you to ask a certain question, to play in a certain energy, to connect with certain people so they can reflect things back to you. You never know until you try.
Amen. Beautiful, baby. Beautiful. So we've got a few more on the list. Oh, that's not what I want to put down. I don't want to put my stream key out there. So after Christina G, we have April D, Anne Maria S, April D. Well, I guess April Days.
Oh, he said sorry because he said your last name.
Yeah, but I see it's on your thing. So I'm just going to slide up here and do this real quick, and then we'll get back to the comments. And Christina, you can post into the comments what question you have. Oh, sorry, baby. There you go. So there's 3 on the list, and we'll get to you guys as we go. What's up? Just popped in to send love. Hey, Christina Maria, good to see you, girl.
Love you, Christina.
Any messages
for coming by?
Any messages from my gods, please? Sounds good.
Is Elizabeth on the list? Or is she just asking a question?
I think she's just asking a question. Oh, it's all right. It's all right. We end up getting that.
She's just sorry I didn't read the rules.
We end up getting that donation one day. Oh.
You don't know anyone that has this gift. What gift? What gift are you talking about, Elizabeth? What gift are you feeling is a little misunderstood? I would like you to kind of answer that for me. So we're doing, who are we doing?
We're doing Christina G.
Christina G.
Yeah. Any messages from my gods?
Christina G.
I'm going to do something special for you. I'm going to do variety. Variety is the spice of life, Christina.
What are you feeling? Christina's energy.
Anticipation. A little bit of... it's not necessarily anxiety, but it's like that excitement kind of feeling. Like a wonder, I think. Like, oh man. I don't know if it's just me picking her up, trying to... Right now, the anticipation of what's coming on the reading, but I'm getting...
Oh, baby, trust it.
I'm getting some, like, excitement.
That's so weird because, Christina, I got, like, the opposite energy. That's why I asked Danny. I kind of wanted to see what he was feeling. But for you, I'm honestly feeling like someone you are connected to. Ooh, baby. Their energy is fucking heavy. I feel like this is... They're making me feel like mother, father, or family. And I don't even know if you talk to this person. I feel like, I don't know. But there's someone's energy that's like kind of influencing your energy a little bit. So where like Danny's feeling this, you know, I'm ready to move forward. I'm feeling someone pulling on your energy and like making it more difficult to move forward. So with that being said, you know, remembering to get in your own space. I even feel like this person's energy comes in and it really clouds your judgment. This has got to be someone that you're really connected to, or someone that has unfinished business with you. That's how it feels. I've actually never really gotten that message before. But it feels like you and someone maybe had like an altercation. It feels like family, could be friends. And like you never really neutralized that energy. You never really forgave each other or just kind of cleared the air. You never told each other how you felt. And it's Mercury retrograde. Hello, how you doing? Whatever that is, Christina, I would love to know if you can pinpoint what they're talking about. But whatever it is, this person, where that grief wasn't cleared out, where the air just wasn't cleared between you guys, it's still tugging on your energy. Now, I'm not saying you have to go out and like fix things with this person, even though that's a really good idea. So the first thing, if you're not really sure who this person is that's pulling on your energy, the first thing you could do is really, for one, ask Spirit who it is. Ask Spirit, because sometimes, I'm not going to lie, like we forget, you guys. We forget that we hurt people. We forget that we had altercations years ago, Christina. You know what I mean? And it's interesting to me that they're bringing this up. I feel like you're gonna come into who this is in the next few weeks or so. You're gonna, you know, something's gonna remind you of like something that happened with you and your cousin, or that's how it feels. It feels like a family member, but it doesn't feel... For example, maybe you and your cousin hung out your whole childhood and now y'all barely talk. That's kind of the energy, okay? So just kind of, I guess Spirit wants you to be aware of that. That's part of your shadow work for this Mercury retrograde, is going back and really neutralizing the energy and really setting each other free, okay? Really setting each other free. So just be on the lookout for that.
Well, it's funny you said that.
Go ahead.
It's funny you said that, because bottom of the deck I had the Knight of Cups, the Six of Wands, and to clarify the Knight I had the Page of Pentacles, and to clarify the Six of Wands I had the World card. And maybe in the top of the spread I had bottom of the deck, opportunity to forgive, cleanse and detoxify, and it's time to take action. So by taking that action and going to that one that really stirred up a lot of emotions, it's gonna stir up all kinds of like,
damn, Christina, like
that energy that I was feeling, and I'm really feeling like I'm picking up on their energy and not yours.
So there's a few things that I want to say, and I'm sorry I'm interrupting you, babe. It's kind of just like coming through.
Go ahead.
So for one, Christina, they're making me feel like this is actually a wound that you're not even really familiar with. Like, you know how we know that in our childhood, maybe our parents neglected our emotions, so we have that emotional codependency. We clear all the layers. We're aware of certain wounds, right? This is one that I feel like you haven't tapped into yet, which is pretty fucking cool that they're bringing it up. Like, that shows me that you do some fucking work for them to say, hey, girl, let me throw you a bone so you know what's going on. So that was the first thing that I wanted to mention. And the second thing, do you ever start to feel like you'll be sitting here, or you wake up, or you just feel this energy coming around you, or like you wake up and the day is just not as exciting, it's not as vibrant, maybe your energy's heavy, there aren't those like, you know, clear indications of spirit. You know how it feels when spirit shows up. It's like you're loving life and you're seeing synchronicities and numbers and stuff, but they're wanting me to say some of this so that you can start to acknowledge this person's energy. So when the energy comes in, there's like this fog that comes up. There's even a lot of pressure around the mental space, like the crown. You'll feel it in your crown when an energy comes in. And I almost felt like sick to my stomach. So there may be times where you go places and like maybe you get a weird feeling in your throat. Maybe you start to feel like a little nauseous, a little like sick even. And like even lethargic. I'm getting like the word lethargic. Have you ever noticed those energies coming into your space? I'll leave it there.
So, like, Knight of Cups shows up at the bottom of the deck, and I'm like, okay, this feels like someone who, you know, maybe you either were in a relationship before with that kind of needs tending to, those residual emotions and after effects kind of really were traumatic for both of you in that kind of event. And it's an opportunity for you to forgive and really, you know, make that known to this person and really, you know, allow yourself to be honest and grateful for the opportunity that they had to bring things to light within your life to really give you that opportunity to grow. You know, it was a moment of growth. It looks like, you know, with the worth waiting for past life relationship and reconciliation cards coming out for that person, it looks like
your mic is on, right?
Oh, yeah.
Baby, come on now.
I'll shut it off to take a hit. It looks like
Thank you, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Elizabeth. It looks like you've been given this opportunity to make amends, really clean and detoxify your auric field, you know, and these are things that are always needed right before divine counterparts can come in, or that soulmate, whatever twin flame can come in and finally have a place to live with inside your heart. Now, I'm not necessarily saying it's who you thought your twin was or is, or like not necessarily that person. I think if you really sit still with yourself one evening and shut the TV off and go into darkness and sit within your spirit and say, like, who is this person that, you know, either I felt I was wronged by, or they, you know, may have felt that they were wronged by me. And what?
I was just showing you. She said it could be my brother.
Yeah. And well, it could be past life relationship, can be your brother, and most of our family do come from past life
I don't know if me and you are talking about two different things, or if these things are intertwined. I don't know why Spirit would bring them up if they weren't related. Mm-hmm. So the thing with your brother, I do feel it's family, and I do feel like there were some things that happened that y'all never really talked about. Maybe it was awkward. You know, some kind of like really emotional experience, maybe even identified as like traumatic. But whatever that is, there's still some emotion there that kind of needs to be cleared and felt and healed, right? And that's also seeping into your relationship with other people, because that's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, and really even the Knight of Cups could be you, bringing that cup of love, unconditional love for what had happened for this person, like either for a love interest fallen away or even for your brother, to clear that up, that karmic cycle out of the mix, to open up space, right, and bring justice into this situation and bring more justice into your life with regards to love.
Yeah, and Christina, they do want you to look into your brother. So like get a notebook, or this is something that would be beautiful to be done with mentors that are holding space for you, because we don't even realize the things that come out once we start to talk about our experiences. We don't realize the things and ideas and motions that are there until we really step into that space. But, take some time, get a notebook and a pencil, and like really just write out whatever comes to your mind when it comes to your brother. And it's going to lead you somewhere. So I want to go ahead and tell you, you're not going to find whatever Danny and I are talking about and what Spirit's bringing to your attention right now. It's not going to be like wham, bam, okay, I got it all, I'm done. This is a journey, okay? You're embarking on another journey right now. Another journey of healing. Another journey of healing family issues and ancestral issues even, okay? So these are just breadcrumbs for you to follow, but it's not the end result.
Well, even family could be soul family, right? Those that we incarnated into this earth to really, level up, right? So anyone that you've done wrong and you feel bad, or they've done you wrong, and in the moment it was so traumatic that you guys separated, and it was, you know what I mean? Like there's some healing that needs to take place. That is a key and essential part into moving forward, right?
Yeah, and she says, I'm just not around my family members, not sure. And there's a reason you're not around your family members. There's a reason, okay? So like, like I said, this might not exactly resonate right now, but it is like a look into what you're headed towards, what Spirit's asking of you. So it may be helpful to come back too and like re-listen to this, as like I said, they're giving me breadcrumbs. They're giving you breadcrumbs. So maybe in a week or two, come back and re-listen, and you'll pick up another breadcrumb, and you can keep going on this journey.
It is an action that needs to take place. Queen of Swords in reverse is that, sharp, cutting people, things out of your life kind of thing. But in reverse, it's like, really laying down your sword and allowing yourself to elevate to a place of forgiveness that you can like take action and state that, I know we were too young. We didn't realize, what was happening before us. Things got a little convoluted and messed up. And I really want to clear the slate and clear the air with you with this. Now, the Star card in reverse, it was a difficult time, and Spirit really wants to bring great love into your life with the Lover's card in reverse underneath. But this is a pretty big block that's holding you back from that grand love.
Mm-hmm. And I'm hearing in my head, you asking like, what is it that keeps getting in my way, either consciously or subconsciously? Like, I feel like there's just always a little like push and pull when you're trying to create something. And like, I hear you asking like, what is it that keeps getting in my way? Or like,
Yeah,
and that's all Spirit's trying to show up and kind of help you with right now.
Now, I know this, it's been a journey. Christina, you've been here since the beginning on this channel, and I love you, girl, and I absolutely thank you for being in our lives. And we don't want to devalue the work that you've done to get to this point. And man, there were many times where we got to celebrate along with you and how far you've come. The work never it's never over. It's never done. Even when we came into union, there was so much more work and so much more work. And as you know, the work that after a certain point, the work is like it's less of a burden and more of a joy. Because there is space being cleared up in our lives and allows us to breathe more, and the anxieties fall away, and we can see the sun in every circumstance. There is a love here for you. But this kind of sit in the stillness and allow these messages to kind of come point you in the direction of, where this could be taking place, and allow you to kind of really.
Can I see the list?
Get it. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, okay. That's good.
There you go. That's the messages I have for you, and I hope that helps.
Yeah.
If you need us, you know where to find us. You can.
Yeah, and Christina, I can feel that it's just not making much sense right now. I feel like, what we're talking about. And it's just, we're consciousness activators as well. So, sometimes the messages that come through are to activate certain things within you that are maybe unawakened or that were maybe forgotten, that were maybe abandoned, okay?
Or they may pop up within the next few days or weeks that, okay, there's that guidance that I needed to deal with this situation. If it's a heads up, it's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
For real. Because then you get to really pull back out of, reacting in a moment of oh shit, is this fucking person again? And here we go. And I'm going to go all in. It gives you a space to be oh, wait, I remember that reading. There needs to be some reconciliation. This could be the person, and they may come to you for this. And they may even come to you and say, thank you for all the things that lesson taught me and all that stuff.
Thanks, babe. That just reminded me. So this might not be about healing for you, Christina. It's very important that I say that, and I'm really glad that you reminded me. It might not be that you are healing something, but maybe you need to help your family. Okay, maybe that's what it is. Which heals you in return, right? So it's just all the way around. And we love you, Christina. I hope that helps. Hope it serves you. Tell Spirit to let you know what the fuck, when you are, when you need to look into this, or, to make sure to let you know when this energy comes forward to remind you of this reading and stuff. But we love you.
We do. Good to see you, Chris. So, April's question.
I'm just going to take a second to clear the energy and the space, asking that the angels, archangels, ascended masters remove any inorganic frequencies, any distortion energies, any lower vibrational energies or entities that are not of our highest good. Please remove them from the safe and sacred space, protecting the safe space with our light. Creating a circle of protection, of light, of force field where no lower vibrational energies can penetrate this space. Okay.
I'm going to take a look at that because I can't see it.
Oh, you want me to read it to you?
Sure.
She said, "Hello, soul travelers. I'm Taurus in separation from my Scorpio husband. Looking for clarification around third party and deception around finances. Working hard on letting go and calling in my 5D soul partner."
Beautiful.
Can you mute us for just a second?
Sure, yeah. How did I do that before?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So, do you want to answer? You want me to do the third party or finances? Which one do you want?
Looking for clarification around third party and deception around finance. Working hard on letting go the calling. Okay, so I'll do the finances and you can do the third party.
Yeah, the Angels of Abundance are there too.
Oh yeah, that's good cards to have. I get to use one of our newest decks. Maria's up after April. And then if you're interested in getting on the list, we're going to close it soon, so you might want to jump on that.
So, April, here's where Spirit wants to start. So, in separation from your husband and looking for clarification around a third party and deception. So, I feel like when it comes to your husband, you're still feeling a little emotionally confused. That's how they're making me feel, like you're confused. Not leaning too far into how you feel about your husband and not leaning too far and really accepting that y'all are in separation is how they're making me feel. And really being just confused in how to move forward, where to put your focus. I was kind of reading that question, babe, and tapping into her energy, if you don't mind.
There you go. Hey, Jesse. Good to see you.
And this deception energy that you're talking about, this third party energy that you're talking about, we have to remember that our experiences are a reflection of our relationship with ourselves, right? And we got separation, third party, and deception, okay? So taking all of those energies that seem very outside of you and turning it back to self and saying, where am I separating myself from myself? Where am I separating, look, I can't make this shit up, third party. Where am I going into a story about my circumstances, right? Is he cheating on me? Is there another person involved? Is he spending money on another woman? Like, I have no ideas if these are your thoughts. This is just what's coming through. It's not that there actually is or isn't a third party, but the third party is there to teach you a lesson. And the lesson is taking responsibility for your experience and knowing that if you're always in your head perceiving your current circumstances with your husband, with your purpose, with your mission, with your soulmate, if you're always in your head looking at the circumstances, that can create a completely false identity, a false timeline, an illusion of what is actually taking place. And that's where I feel like this third party energy is coming from. And I'm not sure how long this has been in play. So let me communicate this a little differently. If we have judgments about our partner, whether we're in separation from them or not, they were still our counterpart, right? And if we have judgments about what they're doing, what they're telling us, are they lying to us? We feel doubt, we feel insecure, we feel like they're hiding something. You know what I mean? If that's the energy that's in play, it's not necessarily what's happening on a soul level, but it's what's showing up in the 3D so that you can see that that's the energy that's in play. And if those are the energy that's in play, it's not so much coming from that's the truth or the reality of what's happening. It's more so coming from your own perception of what's happening that's creating this third party energy. And I don't know how long you've had these judgments, right? I don't know how long you've had these judgments about this particular person. But if you've had them for so long, that third party energy, that is just a distortion of what's really going on, an illusion of what's really going on. That can create a third party physically, a person to come between you guys so that the energy that you're putting out is undeniable. You know what I mean? And that's where we have to lean back into, again, taking responsibility for our journey, taking responsibility for our experience with our partner, and really going within ourselves and saying, if I'm experiencing a third party, this happened between me and Danny. I was feeling third party energy, and I live with him, and I knew he wasn't like fucking anybody else, but I felt third party energy, right? So I said, okay, I'm going to go within myself. Where within me, or where within the union of our energy? That's the thing. There's you, there's your husband, and then there's y'all's energy as one, right? If you've been having sex with somebody, there is that third energy there. You know, if you had a life with somebody, there is that third energy there. And whatever judgment you have on that energy as one, on y'all's energy together, that can sometimes create these experiences of separation, of, you know, dishonesty, of disloyalty. It can create those things. So we have to go within ourselves and say, where am I attracting this kind of energy from?
That energy also plays into the financial aspect that you're kind of like going in. Is there deception within that? The finances here, and the Seven of Swords came out. That's the deception energy. But deception or feeling deceived can manifest deception.
Good night, Elizabeth. Good night, Jess.
Surrendering those stories is really what's coming out of the rest of the spread. A lot of the stuff that we allow in our mind space to take over, right, in our mind space really bleeds out into our physical world. So when we start with these stories or chase after looking through the credit cards trying to find, you know, oh, well, he spent money on flowers, but I never got no fucking flowers kind of thing. That just breeds and manifests more and more and more. You know, within your heart of hearts, if he was being true to you, you know, in your gut, your intuition can tell you, you know, and really trust your intuition with regards to this. If he's really, you know, if what you're seeing is he's playing me, and there's a reason why you're in separation, because I think you already came up to that conclusion, but Spirit's calling you to shift your energies towards abundance. You got once you do so, right? Once you take that leap of faith, obstacles and blocks are lifted. With regards to finance, these things start falling away, and shifting into a new abundant mindset is really what's being called of you. Find that Nine of Cups, right? Your own wishes fulfilled. And allow the shadows of this past relationship to fall, right? These are burdens, heavy burdens that are weighing you down and really tearing away at not only your mind, but your heart, and it's bleeding into every aspect of your life.
And quite literally your own perception. Like, they're really making me feel like your entire perception of your circumstances isn't really the reality of what's happening, you know? And it's funny, I just saw your comment pop up, just found evidence in phone records and bank accounts. Right before I saw that message, do you know what Spirit said to me? They said, even if it is validated outside of you as truth, you have the choice to accept it as truth moving forward or not. So what does that mean? It means even if something is validated outside of you as true, doesn't really necessarily mean that it's true, because it could be coming from a distortion of your energy. It could be coming from fear. It could be coming from insecurity. It could be coming from undealt with emotions, misconstrued perceptions, miscommunication, misunderstanding. And that is what's manifesting. That distortion is manifesting. It's going to. If it's a part of your ideas, if it's a part of your emotions, if it's a part of your behavior and your actions, it's going to manifest, but that does not mean that it is true, right? So we have our truth, and then we have the ideas about the truth. The ideas get misconstrued in our head. The ideas get twisted and manipulated by the ego. So we have to surrender our ideas and what we think is true, even if it is validated outside of us as truth. We have to surrender that it's truth and look a little bit deeper and ask Spirit to guide us to like, what is really going on here? What are you trying to show me? I let go of the control. I let go of being I'm right or wrong. This is my proof that you are doing this. This is my proof that I was right. This is my proof, my proof, my proof. And say, why is the energy showing up to begin with? How do I keep attracting this? What within me is manifesting this experience?
That card.
Third party?
Yeah.
Oh, I showed it to her.
Yeah. Even if and even though there is a third party in play, how do I move forward? Right? Releasing and surrendering all the proof in the 3D and just saying, look, like, how is this serving my life right now? How is this bringing to me my wishes fulfilled? And, there's bitterness that can be laid to rest. Now that you have your confirmation, there's a beautiful new start, a new beginning. That Fool is the beginning of a new journey moving forward. Now we have free will and you can do as you will with it, but this point can be the beginning of a brand new journey for you. You know what I mean?
If you're willing to surrender.
If you're willing to surrender.
Yeah, so that's what we got for you. I hope that it serves you, beautiful sister. Amen. We love you. Thank you for trusting us to tap into your energy and bring these messages forth for you. And I do want to remind everyone in the chat, when we show up to do these messages, we ask for 3 things: love, healing, and clarity. There is nothing else that steps into this space. We are the creator of our realities, and we invoke certain energies when we come and show up for you guys, because we got enough distortion going on, y'all. We don't need to be coming up here spreading more distortion. You know what I mean? So yeah, not everything we say is always exact, but it is breadcrumbs to the questions that you ask Spirit when you're alone, the questions that your soul is guiding you to find answers to, the questions that your heart has. So just keep that in mind when we're reading for you guys. It's not always what you want to hear, but it is a lot of the time. Spirit knows what you need.
And there are channels that'll tell you what you want to hear.
Yeah. That's why sometimes the job sucks, you guys.
We're definitely not that kind of channel.
But I would rather slap you with the truth and kiss you with a lie.
For real. I think that's why we get along so well. Maria, you're up next, girl. April, I hope those messages serve you, and that's all I needed. I'm at peace with it, and that's beautiful. That's beautiful, sister. That's good to hear. Sometimes these journeys are long and hard, but once we reach that point of understanding that, oh my God, I can finally surrender it and let it go and start living again and start building the life that I truly want, right? Moving towards our awaited fate, like the mentorship that we do is called. Yeah. Can we get off a little bit before 11 so I can go by the store? Sure, you can. Yeah, we got enough time. So the list is closed. Jeez, I haven't seen you in so long, love. Or I feel like I haven't. Lois, what's up, girl? What does Spirit need me to know? And you know what's funny, you guys? I gotta be honest. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all. You're welcome, April. And y'all have to forgive me for sniffling. My ear's been like stopping up. But the last few days, and I don't know how long this will play out, but like Spirit's been very present. The archangels have been very present
Our guides have been very present. So, like, there is a lot of shit going on that they ain't happening in this 3D. There's a lot of stuff that they're taking care of, you know what I mean, in the spiritual realm, which sometimes pulls their energy away from really being able to be right here with us. But recently, they are right here with us. It's like the veil is super thin, you know? So I invite you guys during this time to really set time to connect with them, because they are like here and loud. And also, I think the way the messages are coming across tonight are very interesting, because it's not playing games anymore, you guys. Like, it's not beating around the bush. It's very direct and like crystal clear, the things that are coming through, and it's really higher perspective and the bigger picture. That's what I'm feeling for all of you tonight with Spirit's messages. It's not coming from a tunnel vision point of view, a tunnel vision answer to your question. It's coming from a bigger picture, you know, a higher perspective. They can see everything. They can see what timelines we're headed towards. They can see the detours. They can see the obstacles and challenges. And that's where they're speaking from. So even though right here in this present moment, it might not always resonate, but they're bringing you the bigger picture and really, you know, trying to give you the keys and codes and a little bit of guidance for, you know, the long run. Let's just put it that way. Oh wow, Lewis, that's a lot. What does Spirit need to know? Any messages? Ooh, gosh, your energy feels good.
Yeah, looks like you've done so much releasing, you know, and I think you're embarking on a new journey now where you've released a lot of painful situations that happened to you, and you can see clearly what's before you, right? Your emotions have kind of like given you a space to, you know, and it's really sitting in emotions and taking charge of the emotions that you feel that has led you to this place where you've released so much hurt and past pain. You've released, you know, feelings of abandonment. And yet, there's the Ace of Pentacles and the Chariot in reverse. So we're going to get some clarity on that. But I pulled, what do you call this deck? Angels and Ancestors Oracle card. I haven't used it in a long time. Brooke usually uses them. And you've got Lord, take charge with authority. Now that you've built this space, this breathing room for yourself, really taking charge with authority to, you know, go out and get the things. Maybe with this Ace of Pentacles in reverse, these are beautiful offerings coming to you, really taking charge and saying, I'm going to go out and get what I deserve, right? With the Chariot in reverse, though, maybe that's the one thing that you're not doing is really stepping into that.
I know what that is. I know what that Chariot is. All Maria hasn't seen her light yet. That's what it is. It's not that you need to do something, baby. You just need to see yourself. Acknowledge yourself. Did you see my Libra video, Maria? Did you watch the Libra video? Because I feel like there were definitely some messages for you in there. I don't think you've quite seen your light yet. I don't think you've quite felt your energy yet, girl. I'm gonna be honest, like some of the energy that we've tapped into lately, it's a little bit heavy, but when I tapped into your energy, I almost like got emotional because the feminine within you, the nurturer within you, the mother energy, mother God energy within you is very pure right now. And it's beautiful, and it's so inviting and empowering, and like I literally felt like I was just this little kid wanting to like go and run and hug my mom and like squish all up to her. Like that's how your energy feels. And I don't think you quite yet realize that, because I don't know that you have really anchored that energy into your masculine energy, meaning where Danny was talking about the Chariot and doing something. So now I'm starting to understand what he was talking about is that doing is anchoring in all of this beautiful transformation, all of this space. Oh, you've opened up so much space within you And like really allowing that to be anchored into your masculine and bringing the feminine and the masculine into this union, into balance, into harmony. And, you know, being affectionate with the people you love, having conversations, talking about things that, you know, you don't really talk about with people. And, you know, just really anchoring all of that in through your masculine.
For real. The Lord is all about being that masculine energy. The Lord is the consort of the lady, the emperor in the traditional tarot. He represents an authoritative male who isn't afraid to lay down the law and take what's hers, you know what I mean?
Nice.
But this doesn't mean he is angry or chauvinistic. He is self-possessed, reliable, and ambitious, a man of honor who has earned his place in society. The Lord is in this oracle holds the ram staff. If you want to take a look at that, show it to her. Holds the ram staff and wears the crown of antlers, showing he keeps himself firmly rooted in the ground and is protective of his people. His regal air indicates he has a taste for the finer things in life, yet he is sensitive to those who are less fortunate than he is. Sometimes you have to take control in order to be honored. If you feel that your kindness or gifts are being taken for granted, it's time to change that. There's no excuse for bad behavior, and the ancestors are encouraging you to hold your ground and speak your mind in a fiercely loving way. Mm-hmm. You have the energy and might to overcome dramas or energies that aren't working for your growth, and it's time to take charge before you find yourself in a situation you don't want to be in. You are being encouraged to be the boss instead of being bossed. Mm-hmm. This card also brings energy of ambition and shows you have the potential to move upwards on a professional level, but only if you act with authority and show who you really are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
stepping in the masculine
that's beautiful.
Energy.
Maria, from what both of us have picked up on tonight, the number one thing that Spirit would like to leave you with is to really consciously start to practice acknowledging yourself. You know, start putting yourself around other people and see what comes out of you. See how much you show up. See how much you allow yourself to comment on the things that you're feeling or things that you're thinking. And you know what I mean? Because I feel like you're an empath and I feel like you have really powerful healing energy. But to really see your light, you have to put that healing energy out there into the world, and then, you know, you can really see how powerful it is because you're playing with the energy. So like the number one thing, like start to acknowledge yourself when you're a good friend. Start to acknowledge yourself when, you know, you're loving on someone. Start to acknowledge yourself when you're wanting to be affectionate to the people that you love. Start acknowledging the people around you and really having those conversations that come from the heart rather than the day-to-day mundane stuff, right? Because that's what you want to talk about, Maria. You don't want to talk about what happened at work. You want to talk about, like, you know what I mean? What sets your soul on fire, what you're passionate about, all the ancient wisdom that is within you. Right now, you're being called to acknowledge that and to share the wisdom. You might think that, you know, you may look at Danny and I and you're like, oh, they know a lot more than me. No, we don't. There are things that you know, there are things that you've experienced that we can't even touch you, girl. Like, you are out of our league. You know what I mean? And you need to see that in yourself and really learn to incorporate that into your life, okay?
I know that's something we created, the Love Vibe Tribe, on Facebook for. Was a platform where people can love on each other and share and voice their voice, right? And I know, was it Maria that actually posted those things and like barely anybody commented on it? Or there are times when, like, you know, and we encourage you guys to post things to you know, really allow your voice to be heard and displayed out for the Love Vibe Tribe. it's a place where, you know, we all can love on each other and stuff. And when you see someone post, and we encourage the posting, but also when you see someone posting things that are, they're really opening their heart and they're being vulnerable within the group with everyone, you know, to not only just drop a like, but also say, you know what, I honor you, sister, I honor you, brother, for, you know, voicing those things and allowing those things to come up from the depths, and to be a part of the tribe and the energy that's swirling around in there. And then you give energy like that to someone who is daring to post these things. That energy is returned tenfold.
And when you acknowledge someone and honor them for their vulnerability, that shows your relationship with yourself, really.
One of the last things I posted in the Love Vibe Tribe was regarding fear of intimacy. And, you know, you might quickly you see it posted and you're like, well, I don't know. You know, I'm pretty good. I don't have a fear of intimacy. But if you really go in and read, there's three small articles in that. And 19 people seen it last time I checked, and only Brooke liked it. And when you go in and you read those things, you might be really surprised at how much maybe you do have a fear of intimacy. And these things that people post in this tribe are here to lift us up. That's basically what we do. Lift us up from when we scrape our knees and dust us off, and show us and give us guidance, even through our own testimony, our own experiences, by sharing those things. It might lift one soul up, but you know what? That one soul that needed to hear it is very appreciative for that little piece that you put in there. So, you know, if that's a mechanism that allows you to be vulnerable and open up and share a bit of your story in your life, I ask you and I encourage you guys to just take part. Go ahead, baby.
Yeah, beautiful, babe. So, Maria, this is the last card I got for you. Is the Badger Spirit. He's cute. Look at him. He got a little flower in his hair. He's cute. Okay. It says, Badger Spirit, be fearless and bold. Badger Spirit rejoices at your persistence and commitment to what is true for you. Whatever you seek, your tendency and faith in your partnership with Spirit is paying off, and the results will soon coalesce into form in your world. The gift of Badger Spirit is the surety that taking a risk now and being courageous, fearless, and bold will yield wondrous results. This is a time to harness your will and apply it consistently to the pursuit of your dreams. Know that no matter what the temporary outer conditions, you will manifest your desires in divine timing and in the form that Spirit deems best for you. Badger Spirit says you have what it takes to get what you want, so assert yourself, masculine energy. Be fearless and bold, shining your light as your purpose calls you into the world. New relationships are also giving a green light now. Don't be afraid to make the first move. Badger Spirit loves your brave and mighty heart. Oh, they're going to make me read this.
Yeah.
Okay. When Badger Spirit comes to protect you, he reminds you that anger or aggression, argumentative behavior, and being pushy or manipulative will not result in a positive outcome. Perhaps someone close to you has excess Badger energy, or perhaps that energy is pent up in you. Either way, now is the time to calm down and allow the energy to pass through you. Go for a hike, a brisk walk, a waffle. Shake it off or dance it out so you can return to the situation determined and committed, but not so intense that you overwhelm others and yourself. The appearance of Badger Spirit also serves as a reminder if you have been restlessly or relentlessly pursuing something that keeps eluding you. The message is that it's time to surrender it to your higher power and focus on something else. Badger Spirit wants to protect you from self-will run rampant. What?
Badger Spirit wants to protect you from self-will run rampant from being obsessed
See?
with getting what you want in the form you prefer in time that fits perfectly with your notions of what has to be.
Remember, the world doesn't revolve around your wants. Better, more beautiful opportunities will be the result when you release some of the badger spirit intensely along with your need to have it your way 100%.
And watch the blessings surround you when you actually allow yourself to open up to however that comes. It's going to be a blessing, and it's going to be for my greatest good. It's going to be a blessing even better than I had anticipated. Even though my expectations are probably going to get dashed, it's going to be perfect for you.
Sorry, baby. And I have affirmations. This is something that you can write every single day, Maria. You want to test your commitment and test, union, harmonizing your masculine and feminine energy. Writing affirmations is a good way to harmonize the masculine and feminine energy, to bring those together for a minute, for a moment, right? An affirmation that they have for you is, because I feel like you get afraid to speak up because you're afraid of failure, or you're afraid of looking stupid, or whatever it may be, right? You don't know if you have the right words. Who wants to listen to you? Or what if you don't say it as beautifully? Or maybe you're not as wise, right? So a few affirmations for you to write every day is, I am not afraid to fail. I am thankful for the unknown, and I trust myself to take aligned action. No matter what plans I commit to, Spirit always shows up for me with more than enough energy to follow through. I am not afraid to fail. I am thankful for the unknown, and I trust myself to take aligned action. All of those, okay? Write those down every day. Dang, David, I thought you went to bed already. We're about to get off too, so perfect timing. So write those down, Maria. I'm not afraid to fail. I am not afraid to succeed. I'm not afraid to look stupid. No matter what plans I commit to, I know that Spirit is always going to show up for me with more than enough energy or information to follow through. Okay?
Amen.
And we love you. Thank you for trusting us to tap into your energy yet again. It's always an honor to serve you.
Thank you all for showing up and spreading your love within the Love Vibe Tribe in the comments and chat section. Yes. Don't forget to like the video and leave a comment below on how it's blessed you. With that.
And good night, David. Look at you, Maria. You're such a badass. That's what I'm fucking talking about, baby. Yes.
Also going to be opening up the forum on empireofneutrality.com for you guys. And it's a beautiful platform for you to share. If Maria, you'd rather share there than in the Love Vibe Tribe on Facebook, by all means, become a member of the website. It's free right now, and you can post your testimony of your life and the things that you're going through. Or
and Libra, I said in Libra. And Maria, you can even do things anonymously. No one has to know.
True that.
Until, you have the courage to say, this is me. I see my light, Brooke. Brooke said I didn't see my light, but I see my light now.
To be the Lord and put the badger to bed.
Yes.
Be all you can be. We love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight on a Tuesday. Might see you Friday, but until then, take care.
Love you. Bye.
Empress of Duality.
Out, motherfucker.